Alright, we should all know how iPads work. We drag down from the top, we have a search bar. We start typing in the word Sphero, S-P-H, and we should hopefully get Sphero Edu. That's what we're jumping into today. When he comes up, the first thing I'm going to do is hit that connect robot button up the top, and you'll see a bunch of robots close to you. Get one of them, tap on him and he should connect to you. Once your robot's lit up, bring it back in. You're going to be pressing that button down the bottom to start a new one. Program name, let's go with mazes for today because that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be going through some mazes. We are block programming and we are using just an average Sphero. Takes us into our program now. Here is where we start pulling some blocks up. Along the bottom you'll see a bunch of different things. I like to get my colours up and sorted at the moment, so I went into lights, the main LED, and choose a good colour for us to start with. Nice pink. Moving over to movements, pulling up that first block there, it tells us that we're going to roll, and we all know degrees tells us which direction. Got to get our angles down pat, choose a 90-degree turn, and a speed, so how fast he's going to go. Once he's made that turn, that looks good. I want it to go forward at this point, not backwards. And how long do we want him to run that direction for? 2 seconds. You'll be surprised how far he can go in 2 seconds. Now I'm going to throw out an animal noise as well because, you know what, who doesn't like having a little bit of noise happen around? Now if you do have animal noise in there, or animal noise for that matter, I would make sure that I change my weight over to a continue because you don't want him just sitting around waiting for something to happen. Now I might get my lights changed up a bit, so I'm going to have a fade. I'm going to start at probably maybe another pink colour to start at. Let's see, yeah, let's go choose a pink and fade him over to some blue. Yeah, how long do I want him to take to go from the pink to the blue? Let's go 3 seconds. Now I've realised, of course, that I'm going really slow for my maze, so I'm going to jump back over to movements, pull up a roll, get him to roll all the way around, go 180 degrees, so back the way he came, get him to go really fast, and probably going to need to do that for decimal 0.5 of a second. Now, because he's going so fast, we're going to want to stop him before we try and get him to go another direction. Now, once he stops, it's good to put in a delay, just a little delay, so that he loses all that momentum that he's got going that way before we start putting in our next roll. Alrighty, put another roll in there, choose our angle, and I'm going to get one of our reflex angles going in here, go around to 270. Again, choose a speed, maybe slow him down a little bit now because we're hopefully getting towards the end of our maze, and yeah, a few seconds going at that slower speed. And that's how we block code our Spheros.